This could be one of the most enjoyable videos I've ever done. Introducing 2025's trio of mini drivers. Hi everyone, my name is James Robinson and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Guys, if you are new here, please make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button below. We're well on the way to 300,000 subscribers. I'd love each of you to be a part of it. So today we've got the Callaway AI Smoke mini driver. That's the 340cc variant. We have the TaylorMade Burner mini driver. That's 304cc's. We'll call it 300cc's just for argument. And we have the latest edition, the PXG Secret Weapon, which is also 300cc's. So guys, 3 mini drivers. We're going to test them all today to see which one potentially suits me the best. We do have them in slightly different lofts, but they all have adjustment loft sleeves. I've set them all at 11.5 degrees. So you can get them in 13.5. This is 11.5 standard. And we see we have different adjustable hosels as well. The first thing I want to say is the Callaway adjustable hosel, you can change face angle, loft, and a couple of other things such as lie angle. Very, very good. The TaylorMade obviously has that standard TaylorMade fit where you can change the loft, and of course the PXG does have that kind of hidden little kind of loft sleeve as well. So we'll kick things off with the Callaway, I think. So one thing I really like about all these clubs is the aspect of adjustment you can do with them. So you can see with the Callaway we have a heavyweight and a lightweight. They're all set pretty much at standard, but we do have, what is it here? Heavyweight forward on the Callaway and the TaylorMade. So this one, I really wanted to enjoy this club. So when I got it last year, I thought, oh, Callaway mini driver, perfect. They've not done one in ages, but it's 340cc. Now, when I got it, I thought, this shaft feels far too short, and I couldn't get my head around why. And then I realized that actually, if you look at the TaylorMade, they have the same shaft length, but the reason why it looks so short is because the TaylorMade is a slightly smaller head. So it's more of a mini driver than, of course, the Callaway mini driver. But the PXG is the same size. So they're going to be the more kind of mini ones. What can we expect to see here? I think anything above a kind of 250, 260 carries a good effort for me with this, and then running up to maybe 280-ish with a good one. It's more going to be about the mishits though, to see can we keep it in play and just how good are all of these golf clubs. Not a bad one to start with, just down that left-hand side. 2001 spin, was a little bit towy, pitching 235 up to 260 total. Now, the Callaway AI Smoke Paradigm mini driver, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Features that AI smart face, so it's multiple sweet spots across the face. We also have that lovely carbon top and that multi-material design. I quite like that. I think it does look very similar to the standard AI Smoke. And then, of course, the adjustable weights on the bottom. It doesn't have the carbon sole, which the Paradigm did have. And that, it's kind of a bit of a like, we need to make a mini driver quick. Let's get it out there. I don't think it matters too much, but I would like to see the same tech from the driver. That's a much better shot. Should pitch over that 250. A little bit of a loud kind of tingy noise, isn't it? 255, carry that time, releasing up to that 280 yard marker like we said. Nice low spin there. I do like the fact that on all 3 of these clubs you can lower that spin. Let's try and hit the fairway, James. It would be nice, wouldn't it? That's the point of these clubs. That's interesting because that's a towy one, and I tend to cut across the golf ball a little bit at the moment. It's around a 250 carry, but up to 270 that time. Swing path. That is horrendous. Face open, side across it, but it's done so well to keep that spin rate down. That's why I think these drivers are so good. So even the bad ones aren't too bad. A couple more with this, we'll move on. I do like the chevron on the leading edge. That's probably one of the better strikes, spinning at 2000 again. Down that left-hand side, pitching 252, that'll go up to around 280 again. Spin isn't a problem with this. I don't know why the dispersion's not great, is it? I'm not blaming the club for that. This is on me, hands up. Sometimes you've got to put your hands up, Bobby, haven't you? But is it going to be better with any of the other ones? That's as good as I've got. That's the one where, like, right, the flag's in the ground. I'm not sure. 265, 290 total. I don't think much is going to beat that, and that's not too far left either. I'm quite pleased with that. The path was a little bit better. Face was square that time. Where do we go next, Bob? PXG next, right. So this is set at 11.5 degrees as well. PXG has a 4-way adjustable weight system, so you can kind of change that a lot more. We have it set pretty standard, and we have changed that loft as well, like you said. Carbon crown on here. This looks fantastic. It looks so in line with that Black Ops range, like the 3 wood and the driver. Slightly, straight away putting this down, the head size is miles better, I think. Really nice and small. It's almost like a 3 wood. That felt absolutely fantastic. Nice low spin, 2000-ish. Pitching up at that 257. That's releasing up to 280 with the first shot with the PXG. And that was a kind of low bottomy strike. You could tell with the ball flight, couldn't you? But it didn't have too much spin on it. Look how low that's gone. Really nice that time. And that's a carbon copy. That's cutting back nicely though again. 2000 spin, releasing 253. 280 again, so consistency is really what you want in here, isn't it? And my golf swing needs work. I'm going to put my hands up again for the second time in the same video. It does. The club path isn't great, but I think if you're, so for example, we're going and playing next week, listen to this week next week, TPC Sawgrass, Bay Hill, Lake Nona. I haven't got time to practice. I've got a kid at home and I'm busy and I'm trying to lose weight as well. It's all happening at the same time. Whoa! But if you can pick a driver out and just like hit that off the tee, then that's essentially what you want to spend your money on, isn't it? That one was toey. That's the first real bad hit we've had with that. It's pitched very similar to the first shot we hit with the Callaway, that one. Just kind of robbed it of ball speed a little bit. Just trying to hit a better one again. How good did that sound, Bob? Which one do you think sounds the best? I'm surprised that's not gone further, actually. Must have been quite bottoming off the face. This one sounds better, you think? Yeah. I think it looks better, personally. Shall we have a look at... Let's just... Because if you have a look on here, this is like behind breaking the fourth wall, this is called. But... So the heavier weights of that one. So I'm going to put that 4-1 in the front. If I had any feedback on this, where's my key? If I had any feedback on this, I'd say it could be clearer which the weights are. So like, let's take this out. Because the other ones are in that kind of mega low spin setting. And I feel like if we are hitting it bottom, if we can keep that spin down, then that would be obviously ideal. Thank you, Bobby. I do like just how adjustable this is. I think it's fantastic. Oh, it says on the bottom there, look, 15. Oh. So like in a fitting here, you could play around with this forever, couldn't you? So now we have a heavier weight in the front, lighter weight slightly in the heel. There's a heavier weight in the toe though, but I think that's fine. See if this makes any difference whatsoever. It might not do, but I just think to give it a proper fair shout. Sounded good, nice ball flight. It's consistent, isn't it? They're all up at that kind of 250 mark, apart from that really bad one we hit. That did lower the spin as well, and I've cut across that massively. One more, and then I think that, I mean, the TaylorMades, they know what they're doing with these, don't they? Massively. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That's very similar to the good one we hit with the Callaway, isn't it? 264, wasn't it? I like that. I like having moved the weights around there. That felt really good. Now, TaylorMade are the brand that initially stole my heart when it comes to mini drivers. Here we have that twist face, we have that lovely carbon crown multi-composite design, we have the K-Design sole. I've actually got the heavyweight in the back there, so I'm going to quickly move that as well. Why do I always throw these away and then never know where they've gone? We also have that through slot speed pocket, and that's where I don't know if TaylorMade have like copyrighted it, patented it. I don't know if they've patented that, because if they have, other brands are going to struggle to make mini drivers. You can let me struggle with that, Bob, yeah? Other brands are going to struggle to make mini drivers as good, because mini drivers often, even if you're hitting them, well, especially if you hit them off the deck, that's where you struggle, because you hit the ball low out the face. It's basically an oversized 3-wood, isn't it? When we started getting these adjustable weights in mini drivers, I think it was a game changer. I really, really do. I think it's so good. It does look good, doesn't it? I think TaylorMade's marketing ploy is there. Next time, won't there? There's two on the chair there. TaylorMade's marketing ploy behind this, by bringing back the old school TaylorMade logo from the 1980s, bringing back, resurrecting the burner, He's very clever, because even the people who weren't that bothered about mini drivers potentially would look at it and go, oh, you know what, I used to have one of them, I'll have a look. So, this is it, Bob. To be, it's like a 264, isn't it? Carry, 285 total. That's that similar towy one. Is that like a 230 odd? 241. That's not done bad for the strike, to be honest. 265 toe. The spin's still good. Ball speed's good. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, and that's that nice ball flight as well, isn't it? 264.6. It is the straightest one. It's 288.5. And my swing wasn't even that good there. It was like across it again. Mini drivers are so good if you're terrible at golf. Interesting one. That's the highest one we've hit. Is it going to still cover the ground? I think having hit 3 of these, consistency of ball flight is, I think was the Callaway the most consistent. They're all a tiny bit left, weren't they? But it hit 1 right with the Callaway. But being able to hit that on demand is frightening. So this is the exact club when I played golf with Paul, this is a name drop and I'm sorry, with Paul Lorry at Turnberry on the Ailsa course, and I was petrified the night before when I found out I was playing with him. I was like, I'm hitting it so bad, I don't want to hit driver. So I nudged this all the way around, and a couple of holes in, he says, oh, James, what club are you hitting there? You're hitting that really well. I was like, yes! And I played really well. I shot 1 over and bogeyed the last. I made an eagle in front of Paul Lorry as well. I know. Bobby, I think it is the straightest one by far, and that's obviously what you're paying the money for, isn't it? I do think the through slot speed pocket really does work. So if the other brands can potentially think about something like that, but this is like the 4th or 5th iteration of the mini driver that TaylorMade have produced. I believe it's the 2nd iteration from Callaway and the 1st effort from PXG. I think they're all fantastic clubs, to be honest, and I think whichever one you go for, you'll enjoy. But I certainly think... and then you go and hit that. No through slot speed pockets helping you with that, is it? I certainly think the TaylorMade potentially does just take it because of the R&D they've managed to get into these. Guys, if you've enjoyed that, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you check out some fantastic content coming. And we'll see you all at the same time tomorrow. I'm just trying to hit it hard now. Big turn, fast takeaway, open the shoulders.